Good morning, everyone. An interesting thought came to my mind. Yes, living around my 12-year-old granddaughter, 12 now, yes, which once you reach 12, that is, you reach a certain milestone in many different things where you're not considered just a child anymore. Okay. And, uh, and then I'm around my youngest granddaughter, who's just 6 months old now. And I thought about on how we view certain things in our children when they start growing out of childhood and into young adulthood, then adulthood, and uh, and from being just a newborn little, oh my goodness, and then they start to grow and learn certain things and how. Yes. So my youngest granddaughter right now, she knows uh, she knows what to do. Um, she knows that when she cries, she gets a certain reaction. She knows when she smiles and is all happy, she gets a certain reaction. She knows when she's hungry and knows how to express that. And she knows when she's tired and she expresses that as well. But does she know what the best thing is for her when it comes to all that? Right? Yes? Or does she know that the reactions of the people around her, her parents or whoever, is the best for her? All she knows is what she needs, not what she wants, what she needs. As time progresses and children become older and, of course, are watching whom, they start to know on how to get something, or to, in a way, that their behavior is not on what they need, on what they want. Yes? Yeah. And they learn early on without often even realizing, oh, this is what I'm doing, because they don't have any experience in all that. All they see is they react again. Now the reaction comes more from, yes, the child towards what the child has seen growing up. And it's amazing on how many of our children learn how to be deceitful at an early age, on knowing how to lie at an early age. Of course, to them, do they know the consequences, long term consequences of that, if it isn't being checked? The thing is, how do they learn how to do that? I just gave you the difference between a young person growing into young adulthood and a baby starting to, oh, realize what certain behavior, what reactions that will bring. Yes? From others. The being aware, ooh, there's other people. The root cause of things. Right? Yes? How often do we just treat the symptoms? But we are not considering the root cause. You know why we're not considering the root causes of things? Hmm? And just look at the effect and then want to deal with the effect? Because we're the root cause of it all. Once you become an adult and you're not willing to look at the whole picture and say, wait a minute, no, I'm not going to continue this. I have to raise a much better family than that. My children are going to have to be aware of what they see, what they hear, what is my behavior, myself as a parent, father or mother, and make sure that I do not teach them, but then I will tell them, hey, don't do that. Yes? Just saying. Very simple example: cussing and cursing. One doesn't want the children to use certain words. Why not if you're using them? And what makes you think or watch? Eh? You watch movies that have all this stuff in it, and then you have to watch them hiding away from your children. Why do you even do it then? Hmm? As if, as I said, young people growing into young adulthood don't know, don't watch you, don't see. And as I said, suddenly it isn't just a need, it's a want. Hmm? Wants always exceed needs. Yes? All right. I wanted to mention that. Uh, yes, why did I mention that? Well, because we had a little incident this morning. Yet, again, as the grandparent, I'm going to have to say, well, you're addressing the wrong person here with the problem that you're having, and I know what you're doing. Okay, I was very kind about it and just redirected her problem. Yes? Yeah. Where to say, I can help you with this, but if you want more than that, then you need to go and talk to your parents. Yes? Okay. Just saying. Yeah? Anywho, so there it is. Also, again, the expectations. Okay, so the expectations that we have of a young of a 12-year-old, for example, who's growing out of childhood into a young adult, are seem to be not addressed as pertinent. I'm using the right word. As, for example, the cries of a baby. Oh, she's just crying, or he's just crying. You know, wants this to that, being ornery, yeah, this and that, yeah. Really, a baby up to a year to even 2 years old is capable of that? Well, then there must be geniuses in picking up emotions and manipulation, already knowing what manipulation is, manipulating others, this and that. Really, a little child is, as I said, between under 2 years old, capable of that. Yet you hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. Not here, but I hear it, or I heard it all the time. When it comes to, oh, she, just that, just this. I'm going, what? Why are you looking at your own child or at another person's child like that? How is that even possible? It's not possible for a child to be that way already at under the age of 2. Yes, they're just reacting to what is around them. Yes, and what the reactions are from others towards their reactions. Right? Yes, they eventually start to process that. Yeah, okay. Again, the root cause. The root cause is that as adults, as parents, we are hiding things from our children that we're doing that we shouldn't be doing. If you have to hide things from your children, you're doing something wrong. And then your children catch up with it, and then what? Okay, just saying. And then you're just raising more adults who do what? Oh, okay. Because that seems to be the way to get through life. Being deceitful, lie, manipulate, control, or be submissive. Play the victim. Yes? Well, being submissive and playing the victim, guess what? Gives you leave to get into all kinds of things that are very, very destructive, mostly to oneself, like drugs, alcohol. Oh, I was abused as a child, so you have the right now to abuse others. Just saying. Yes? Okay. Of course, whatever happened here, it was just about being sick, and she's not that sick, but she's not feeling well. And I said, well, how about I give you this? That's going to help you through the day, this and that. But that wasn't enough. See, that solution wasn't something. That's not what she wanted to hear. What she wants is to stay home. And so I said, so yep, and yep, then I told her, well, if you want to, of course I pick up on it. It's not that hard. Gosh, if I can't read my own children, my grandchildren, okay, having known them for so long, I'm going, then there's something wrong with me. Then I'm just closing my eyes and, okay, live by wants and not by needs. Or, yeah, okay, and I don't want to, I need these excuses. I need that so I can keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not like that. So done. Then I told her, okay, I said, I know what you want. I said, but then you have to go to your mom and dad. And you're going to have to present your case there. You can't do it here. And me say, oh, right, and then, okay, and then that's not going to happen. That child has parents. and then I said, look, you're ready. I gave you something that will help you. You're going to be all right until about noon, 1 o'clock. I said, if things get worse and you can't make it through the day, at least then you have attendance, then you can go to the nurse and say, I need to go home. And mom's home, I will let her know to be alert that she might be getting a phone call that you're coming home. I said, she wasn't in such bad shape, okay, that I felt, okay, do you really need to stay home? As I said, if she was really in such a bad shape, she would have gone straight to mom and dad. But she didn't. Again, it's not necessarily what she needs, which is a little bit of care before she goes to school. It's what she wants. And she's already learned how to do that in a way. And, doesn't every child do that? If every adult around children would guide the children to do the right thing in the appropriate way, no, it wouldn't. But it isn't just this family here. There's a lot of influences from the outside that, again, that all has to change. It just has to change. Why? It's not such a big deal. It is a big deal when it comes to many different things out there that also need restoring, need to be righted into the right place. Again, so every human being will feel worth, value, and will want to value every other human being as well. Abuse amongst each other, that fighting against each other will start to just fall away. But it has to start somewhere, and guess where it has to start? In the family. All right, said that, let's go on. Address the root cause of something. Don't just deal with the symptoms and side effects. Because anyone that does that, ask yourself why you're doing that. We're not stupid, we're not dumb, we're intelligent, knowledgeable beings on this earth. Yes? We know full well. We also know why. When we don't want to change, we know why as well. Yes? Okay. We are in Psalm 14, 15, and 16. The fate of the godless. For the choir master of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. I guess that kind of goes right along with what I just started out with this morning. Well, aren't you guys just smarty pantses up there? Their deeds are corrupt and vile. Not one of them does right. Yahweh looks down from heaven at the children of Adam to see if a single one is wise. A single one seeks God. All have turned away. All alike turned sour. No one of them does right. Not a single one. Are they not aware, all these evildoers? They are devouring my people. This is the bread they eat, and they never call to Yahweh. They will be gripped with fear where there is no need for fear. For God takes the side of the upright. You may mock the plans of the poor, but Yahweh is their refuge. Who will bring from Zion salvation for Israel when Yahweh brings his people home? What joy for Jacob, what happiness for Israel. Did you hear how this started out? Now, wait a minute. Didn't we hear beforehand in the other Psalms? Okay, are they even connected in any way? Is this just willy-nilly? Oh, I got up this morning, I feel like this. So let's write a hymn or a prayer now for morning time. Oh, I feel like this. So let's just, is there any kind of connection? Like a thread that's actually a thread that's connected to God's heart? I don't think so. But okay. What did I talk about? What are we starting out here in Psalm 14? Yes? It says, all have turned away, all alike turned sour. All of them. It says here. Well, if you say all, that means everyone. Right? Yes? But then it says, oh, but God will be there for the poor. Well, they have turned away too, it sounds like. I said, is this a common people? Who are we talking about here? Who is being addressed as being who turned sour to see if a single one is wise, a single one seeks God. Yeah? So whoever wrote this down knows every single person, wherever they are at. Oh, of the people of Israel? Well, but then later on it's, when Yahweh brings his people home, what joy for Jacob, what happiness for Israel. Well, okay, what? So they're talking about somebody else, not the people of Israel, who are just under the yoke again of what exactly? Their wants, not their needs. Ah, okay, all right. Psalm 15, the guest of Yahweh, Psalm of David. Yahweh, who can find a home in your tent? Who can dwell on your holy mountain? Whoever lives blamelessly, who acts uprightly, who speaks the truth from the heart, who keeps the tongue under control, who does not wrong a comrade, who casts no discredit on a neighbor, who looks with scorn on the vile, but honors those who fear Yahweh, who stands by an oath at any cost, who asks no interest on loans, who takes no bribe to harm the innocent. No one who so acts can ever be shaken. Oh, are we talking about some of the 10 Commandments here? Oh, okay. But this psalm is asking, after all this time, is there anyone? Psalm 16, Yahweh my heritage, in a quiet voice of David. Protect me, O God, in you is my refuge. Oh, in a quiet voice. Oh, I have to pray in a quiet voice because this is kind of an inside introvert prayer. Okay. Guys, I can't help it. The way this is in here is kind of funny. Protect me, O God, in you is my refuge. All right, I was just given this from Spirit. I said, okay, be more respectful. I know you're right. We know you're really trying hard, but don't ever quit seeking that there may be suddenly a sincere, pure thought coming through, right? Yes? I got it. I apologize. All right. In a quiet voice of David, Yahweh, my heritage. Get into the right state to read this. Protect me, O God, in you is my refuge. To Yahweh I say, you are my Lord. My happiness is in none of the sacred spirits of the earth. They only take advantage of all who love them. People flock to their teeming idols. Never shall I pour libations to them. Never take their names on my lips. My birthright, my cup is Yahweh. You alone, hold my lot secure. The measuring line marks out for me a delightful place. My birthright is all I could wish. I bless Yahweh, who is my counselor. Even at night, my heart instructs me. I keep Yahweh before me always, for with in my right hand, nothing can shake me. So my heart rejoices, my soul delights, my body too will rest secure. For you will not abandon me to Sheol. You cannot allow your faithful servant to see the abyss. You will teach me the path of life, unbounded joy in your presence, on your right hand, delight forever. And that just made me cry. Can't say anything against this one. And the overhead, Yahweh my heritage, also computes that Psalm 16 is a beautiful prayer. Yes? So when I started out, what happened? So, here we are. Been corrected this morning by Spirit World. Alerted. Stop. This is an important one. And it was, wasn't it? Listening. We start to listen when we start to change. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Heavenly Parent. Thank you, Heavenly Mother. I don't have much else to say here. I've got my youngest daughter still sleeping over there too. She brought home my oldest granddaughter yesterday. They had a wonderful time, and they came into the house. It was like this happy, just excited whirlwind that entered the house. Is great. Thankfully, I've made enough dinner for everyone, and it was delicious again. And I guess it got late, and my youngest daughter decided to stay tonight. Oh, isn't that just okay? So I get to see her one more time this morning. Yes. Yeah. And then I get to see her in a few days on Thanksgiving too. I'm always excited to see my children. I don't care if it's a day or a year. Okay, there's never been a year in between. It's just always exciting. My grandchildren, the same thing. It's always exciting when I get to see them every day. I don't take ever a day for granted anymore. Or, let's say, we can't control. We shouldn't control. We have no right to decide who dies or lives. And knowing that you have spent the absolute most productive, loving way with the ones that are closest to you, family, for example, every day, then when something happens, that know the difference when you have no control over something or no control. When things are decided or things just happen where suddenly you lose to spirit world, the transition happens for someone to spirit world, And then what? I think that the best prevention for that, don't have regrets. Do not have regrets. It's another root cause. Regrets are a root cause of something, again, what? We didn't do. We didn't do. Other things were more important. Fighting was more important. Being angry and disagreeable was more important than spending every day that you spend around people in the best way, most loving way, giving way, and receiving way. Yes? Man, it's a practice, like going to the gym, right? And doing the gym, we got get wood ready, and every fall, you know, you got, man, that's exercise. I tell you what, I love that exercise. That was great. That used to be great. Used to be great when I was in better shape. Okay, all right, still great. Just have to do a lot slower. Okay, I didn't have to do much this year because I'm here. There's a perk to that one too. Oh, so did I just? No, I made sure. I made sure that my sister-in-law on the farm wasn't left without wood. I made sure that did I get people to get? No, I made sure that I was loud enough, because she's not that loud when it comes to stuff like that, to make sure that you guys better not forget. You better have a wood cutting day. You make sure that, right? Yes? Okay. And it is. And my sister-in-law, because she has that backer, she's doing things exactly the way I did. She's going up and down the road. Our driveway is over a half a mile, and there's always a lot of branches. This now is perfect for kindling, just perfect, absolutely perfect. And you just drive up and you pick it up, throw it into the truck, then you bring it back, you break it up. It's wonderful. You put some music on and you have the saw ready and cut the bigger pieces, and it's great. It's just great. It's a wonderful, usually takes 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days of a little consistency, and it's done. She has some help there now with a younger guy, and she said, I'm going to do that. You know, we used to. I said, yeah, that's good. That's great. You know, yeah, okay. We need that, something is needed there very much. Okay, exercise. We were that. Not what we want. It's needed. And it cleans the driveway up again. Yes. All right. Just saying. So yes. Even the most menial tasks are something that people would never want to do as a job, you know, because that's gross. Da, 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 da. Even though, again, who creates the gross? There are people out there. I watch that on a show where the boss goes and meets the employees or something as a kind of, and there's this guy and he cleans porta potties. Okay, you should see him how he does it. He does it just with the most, yeah, zest, exuberance, cleaning porta potties. And I would want to go in and and I don't see how, if someone cleans porta potties like this, okay, as I said, with that zest, they're super clean. I can't see that at the end of the day, after 100 people used them or something, they look like such a mess. Why is that? What kind of disrespect is that towards the people who cleaned them so nicely for us? I can see the floor, where you come in with, if it's been raining or whatever, with shoes that have some dirt on it or whatever. I can see it. But poop on the walls, toilet paper snippers, they're all over the place. You're wondering, ooh, can I sit on that toilet seat? Because it kind of looks, I'm just saying. Right? Yeah. So, that guy that I saw on this show, I was just mesmerized. Oh my God. My heart just loved that person. Loved that person. You do this kind of, I cleaned enough toilet and poop and all that. Okay. Just, oh my gosh. This is just, When you can find joy and zest and you want to do it perfect in a job like that, you the man. You God's man. I don't care what anybody says. And then here we are. We think we're too good for something. Oh, he just... That's the job he is. I would never want to. And we're that disrespectful to go in a porta potty, for example, or any public toilet, restroom, whatever. And what do? We can't leave it in the exact perfect situation it's been in. Yeah. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people do feel like I do. I walked into a gas station. Was it a gas station? No, it was a Save-A-Lot. On our way to the farm. We stopped at a Save-A-Lot to get some bananas for the little one. And I needed to go to the restroom, and I walked in. It was about noon by then. I walked in, and it smelled fresh, this, that. I'm going, oh my God, this is the cleanest bathroom I have seen in years. Years. Okay. Cleanest. Amazing. I mean, we're talking clean, people. Okay, for a public restroom in a Save-A-Lot in a store. Amazing. Smelled great, this, that. And I was just amazed. When I came out at the stall, an employee had come out, and I said, I have to commend you guys. This is the cleanest bathroom I have seen in forever. She says, oh, we clean that every day like this. Every day. Wow. Tinky tiny little town somewhere on the road from Highway 15, I think it is, towards Jackson. And cleanest people. Pretty amazing, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. So, there it is. That's what I'm going to end up with today. Yes? So, again, when it comes to certain things, we as people, gosh, thank someone who cleans toilets. This every once in a while. How do you thank them? By not creating such a doggone mess in them. Just saying. Or if there is, I said, if there is a mess, often I end up, besides just going to the bathroom, cleaning up as well. Going, this is not right. I'll just do a little cleaning here myself. Right? Yes, it could be a mom with a child coming in. That's not right. Just saying, oh, it is the moms and the children who make the mess. I don't think so. But okay, whatever. Anyway, so that's what I have to share. Yes, may Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and embrace you with love, so you can embrace others with love. With what? Yes, with service. Huh? Like, yes, okay. And let's be honest and upright around our children, so they don't learn at an early age to already manipulate and be deceitful in a way. Yes? That we teach them what they need is more important than what they want. Yes? Okay. Right. And, God willing, I will talk to you all tomorrow.